The tranquility of Baisaran Meadow, nestled amidst the breathtaking beauty of Pahalgam in Kashmir, was shattered on the fateful afternoon of April 22, 2025. Gunfire erupted, piercing the serene silence and transforming the picturesque landscape into a scene of unimaginable horror. Tourists, who had come seeking solace and adventure in the lap of nature, found themselves caught in a nightmare as terrorists unleashed a brutal attack. The idyllic Meadow, often referred to as Mini Switzerland for its rolling green hills and towering pine trees, became a hunting ground. Families on vacation, couples celebrating their love, and individuals escaping the daily grind were suddenly running for their lives. The air, once filled with the fragrance of wildflowers and the sound of laughter, was thick with the stench of gunpowder and the screams of the innocent. The attack, as sudden as it was brutal, left behind a trail of death and destruction, a grim reminder of the vulnerability of life and the ever-present threat of violence that has plagued the region for far too long. The echoes of the gunshots reverberated through the valley, shaking the very soul of Kashmir and leaving an indelible scar on its breathtaking landscape. The victims of the Baisaran Meadow attack were a diverse group of individuals from various walks of life, united by their shared pursuit of happiness and their ill-fated presence at the idyllic tourist spot. Their lives, filled with dreams, aspirations and loved ones, were tragically cut short. Among the deceased were families on vacation, young couples honeymooning amidst the breathtaking scenery, and solo travelers seeking adventure and tranquility. A young Indian Navy officer, his face still radiating the joy of recent marriage, lay lifeless on the meadow, his honeymoon cut tragically short. Nearby, a former banker who had chosen to spend his retirement exploring the wonders of Kashmir, met his untimely end. A realtor, a cement dealer and an accountant, all seeking respite from their busy lives, became victims of senseless violence. A Gulf returnee, finally home after years of toil, and a Nepali national, drawn to the beauty of Kashmir, were also among the casualties. The youngest victim, a 5-year-old girl with sparkling eyes and an infectious laughter, will forever remain frozen in time, her innocent dreams shattered by the bullets of hatred. Their stories, each a testament to the human cost of conflict, serve as a painful reminder of the indiscriminate nature of violence and the profound loss it inflicts upon individuals, families, and communities. The Resistance Front, TRF, a shadowy militant group operating in the Kashmir Valley, claimed responsibility for the heinous attack. The group, believed to have links with the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba, has been implicated in several previous attacks targeting security forces and civilians in the region. In a chilling statement released shortly after the massacre, the TRF sought to justify their actions by citing the recent issuance of residency permits to Indian citizens in Kashmir. The group views this move, part of the Indian government's efforts to integrate the region more closely with the rest of the country, as a demographic threat and an attempt to dilute the Muslim-majority character of Kashmir. The attackers, believed to be 4 in number, were reportedly heard shouting slogans denouncing the government's policies and accusing the tourists of being complicit in the alleged oppression of Kashmiris. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the attackers specifically targeted non-Kashmiri tourists, sparing the lives of local vendors and pony riders. This deliberate targeting of civilians, coupled with the group's stated motivations, points towards a calculated attempt to instill fear, disrupt normalcy, and undermine the Indian government's claims of peace and progress in the region. The Baisaran Meadow attack sent shockwaves throughout India, evoking a collective sense of grief, anger, and outrage. The nation mourned the loss of innocent lives, their hearts heavy with the pain and suffering inflicted upon the victims and their families. Politicians across the political spectrum condemned the attack, expressing solidarity with the bereaved families and vowing to bring the perpetrators to justice. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, cutting short his diplomatic visit to Saudi Arabia, convened a high-level security meeting to assess the situation and discuss a coordinated response. In a televised address to the nation, Modi expressed his profound sorrow and vowed to hunt down those responsible for the cowardly act of terrorism. Home Minister Amit Shah, tasked with overseeing the internal security of the country, rushed to Srinagar to take stock of the situation and supervise the investigation. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, calling the attack a despicable act of barbarity, asserted that India would not be cowed down by terrorism and would respond with full force. Security forces launched a massive manhunt to track down the perpetrators, combing the dense forests and mountainous terrain surrounding the attack site. As the nation grappled with the aftermath of the tragedy, there was a palpable sense of unity and a shared determination to combat terrorism in all its forms. Across the globe, voices are rising in unison. From the bustling streets of New York to the quiet corners of small towns, people are expressing their shock and condemnation of the recent terrorist attack in India. Leaders from various countries have issued statements of support and solidarity, while citizens are taking to social media to share their grief and outrage. It's a powerful reminder that in times of crisis, the world can come together as one. Kashmir, often dubbed as paradise on earth, has seen its tourism industry suffer tremendously due to ongoing conflicts. The recent terrorist attack has only deepened the crisis, leaving many wondering if the region can ever recover its former glory. For decades, Kashmir has been caught in a web of conflict, affecting countless lives and livelihoods. The shadow of violence looms large, making peace seem like a distant dream for the residents who yearn for normalcy. The recent attack not only disrupts the local peace, but also poses a significant threat to the stability of the entire region. Leaders are now faced with the daunting task of addressing security concerns while striving to maintain diplomatic relations. In the aftermath of the attack, the community seeks closure and a way to move forward. It is a time for reflection, resilience, and hope, as they look towards building a future where peace and prosperity can finally prevail.